What's up out there, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is a beautiful day here today in St. Louis, but this video today is going to be, I'm going to get a little bit personal with y'all, okay? All right? I just want to share something with you. Now, I say a little bit personal, not too personal, okay? Because I'm not going to sit there and tell you that my life's an open book, because it's not an open book. You know, I mean, I can share things, we can all share things with people, but there are some things that we just got to keep to ourselves, okay? So there's some things that are not meant to tell others or to tell the world. There's some things that you just gotta, we gotta learn to keep private, So, I'm gonna share something with y'all. Years ago, there was an R&B singer, Johnny Taylor, the late great Johnny Taylor. Johnny Taylor wrote this song called "It's Cheaper to Keep Her." It's cheaper to keep her. Okay, you know, and he was talking about a woman in this song, okay, when he said it's cheaper to keep her, okay? And he wasn't lying, he told the truth, okay? But when you think about that, the whole phrase, it's cheaper to keep her, it can, I'm going to put this time, but I'm not pertaining it to a woman. I'm pertaining this to something else, and I'm going to show you what I'm pertaining it to. But I want you guys to take a look at this right here. And this is our 21 Kia Telluride. Okay. Okay. So it's a nice car. It really is. Okay. It's like I said, it's a 21. It's in the color's called an ebony black, I believe. Well, maybe just ebony, but it is black. This thing is cold black, and it's cleaned up when it's shined up, which is, a couple of little small spots on it, which I need to clean it up. It looks good. It really does. It looks good. Let's take a look at this vehicle on the inside, which I never really, opened up to you all on about it. And so we're going to take a look at it on the inside here, and you can see, I mean, the car is in immaculate shape, okay? It's brand new, all right? Well, it's a 2021, and we're in 2024 now, so which makes it 3 years old. But as far as the shape that the vehicle's in, you can look at the seats. I mean, there's not a rip. These are leather seats. There's not a rip or tear in this vehicle. The carpet and everything is still in great shape. Let's take a look at here. I want to show you. I hope you guys can see this or not, but I want you to take a look at the mileage down there. I'm trying to get to it. It's kind of hard with this phone. If you can look and see the mileage down here, it's kind of hard to get in on it because of the way that this camera works. Okay, there's the mileage right there. 19,720 miles. That's how many miles is on this vehicle. Okay. 19,000. It's under 20,000 miles. It's got the nice screen here. Everything, works on it. Put your foot on the brake here. Push the start button. Cranks right up. Okay. Cranks right up. Says vehicle is on. There's no service engine lights, no anything. That's a little drive safety thing that shows you and all this here. Shows you it's got Bluetooth. It's got all the other little stuff on it. I mean, here's the shift. I shut that off. Gear shift down inside the cup holders. Okay. And you can take a look at the trim that's around on the inside. The trim, everything is in nice shape. Everything is in, I mean, this vehicle still, technically, it's brand new. All right. Technically, it's brand new. Let's take a look at let's open this door here up and open up the other doors. Let's take a look at the back seat of it. See what the back seat looks like. There's the back seat. No rips, no tears, no anything like that. Okay, that folds down. It's got a third row of seats that's back here too. But you can see that's my wife's stuff back there, some bottled water, stuff like that. But it's got a third row of seats in the back. Okay, it doesn't have a moonroof. Okay. Other than that, everything is, it's got the aluminum alloy wheels on it. These are 18-inch, 245 by 60s, and these are Michelin tires that are on it that came with it. We'll take a look around at the back of it. Open up the back here, and that's what it looks like in the back. And it's got a lot of ample room. But like I said, there's a third row of seats that are up under here in the bottom, so it's got plenty of space for I take what, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8 passengers that you can put in it, but they better be at a certain size though, that's for sure. We'll take a look around on this side over here, and we'll look in this side right here. We'll see everything. Let's take a look at from the passenger side, which is right here. Okay. So everything we see, I'm going to show you. You know, the vehicle is in great shape. Okay. The vehicle is practically still new. All right. Let's see if I can open up this hood real quick. Take a look under the hood. I need to pop this back up. You know, I get in there, gotta hold that wheel, put it back in place. All right. Let's take a look under the hood. I mean, Tellurides are nice vehicles. They are. You know, they are. And at one time, they're very hard to come by. Okay, they're very hard to come by. This is a 6-cylinder, I believe. I'm not going to tell you what the liter is because I'm trying to keep so much stuff in my head. It's kind of really hard to know exactly what the liter is. I knew what it was, but I just got to, you know, I just got to go back up under and look. But anyway, 6-cylinder engine. All right. Everything runs great on it. It's got under 20,000 miles on it. The oil has been changed by me 4 times on this vehicle since I first got it. 4 times. The reason why is because when you first buy the vehicle, you should change the oil. They say after the first 1,000 miles, you should change the oil or something like that. So I did. I changed it. And I've changed it every, I'm old school. My daddy taught me to change the oil every 3,500 miles. But with the new synthetic oils that they have out right now, they say go every 5,000 miles. So that's what I've been basically going. But I don't even go 5,000 miles. Sometimes I go 4,000 or less than that and change it. But like I said, I've changed it 4 times myself. All right. So that's the look of the vehicle. So you may be asking yourself this question to me, Tommy, what does the song that Johnny Taylor, Cheaper to Keeper, got to do with this video? Okay, all right, I'm going to tell you. All right, so we bought this vehicle back at the end of 2020, December the 26th, 2020 when we bought it. It was a 21 model. Okay, now back at that time, if you were laying under a rock back in December, in the year 2020 was the year that COVID basically shut down everything. Okay. COVID shut down everything. So due to the fact that COVID shut down everything, this vehicle was one of the hardest vehicles in the world to get. And it was. Okay. Because afterwards, coming into the year 2021, they had a problem with chip shortages. Okay. So they said that they couldn't get the new vehicles. Some people that I know even said that they had this Telluride, you know, on order, the 2021 Tellurides. They could not get them. Whenever I would go someplace, I go to the Ford dealership, to take my F-150 up there or something to have it. I had my other F-150 back at the time to have things done or whatever. And they'd ask me when they see it, hey, how'd you get one of those? Man, everybody been trying to get those vehicles. Yeah, they were very hard to get. Okay, so now when something is hard to get and it's a shortage of something, what happens to it automatically? Right, the price goes up. Okay, the price goes up out the asshole. This one went up. So the MSRP price on this vehicle, I believe at the time was something like because this is a base model. This is the LX. Okay, and this is the base model. I mean, it's got all the electric stuff in it, but it's still one of the base models. All right, and I believe that base model, the MSRP for it back then was somewhere around 30,000, maybe 29, $30,000. Okay, we paid a lot more than that. Okay, we did. I'm not going to tell you exactly how much, but we paid more than that. Okay, now due to the fact that we did and we were able to get it, and we got it at a great interest rate. We got it at an interest rate back then. I believe it was like 4.5, something like that. You know, so, the way I consider, it was a pretty good interest rate, during the time that it was. Okay. So because we know where interest is right now on new vehicles, they're starting off at between 7 and 9%. Okay. It's outrageous. It really is outrageous. All right. So where was I? Okay. So we got the vehicle then, all right, and we held on, we got it. nice vehicle rides. Everybody, was always talking about, hey, those are really hard to get. We got them on order, but we just can't pick them up. So, due to the fact that we paid so much over the MSRP to get this vehicle, huge mistake. And that's on my part. Okay? That was on my part. Should have waited. Should have waited. Because by the time the chips got here, and you go by the Kia lots right now, and they're loaded with them. And they're loaded with the new 24s. The 23s, they can't get rid of them because they're just sitting there. They're just sitting there. And you can basically go in there and make them an offer. You go in there with some good credit and a decent down payment. They're not gonna let you walk out that door. You know, that's how they do me in a lot of places, because I walk in with decent credit and a little down payment, and they don't want me to walk out the door. Now, so now what has happened, okay, between now and then, we're still paying on the car due to the fact that because now the prices of them have gone down, that means the value of it has gone down. So what we paid as far, being paying over the MSRP price of it, now that money that the bank loaned us, they want that money back. So now we're kind of like, I don't know if you call it, is it underwater, if you know what the word is, you know what I'm talking about, okay? I'll put it to you this way. I'll explain it to you like I'm like a 4-year-old. We owe more on the vehicle than what it's worth. We owe more on it. And the reason why is because of how the market went. Okay. No chips. So therefore they were like, hey, we want your used cars. We need your cars because we don't have any cars to sell. So they need them. So therefore make the prices of them go up on crazy. Go up like crazy on them. All right. So now, as I was saying, getting back to that story, we owe more on the vehicle than it is worth. Okay. So, and like I said, I don't divulge all my business on it, but right now at this point, the most that the dealership told us that they give us for this vehicle, which is a 2021 with less than 20,000 miles on it, is $24,000. They say that's all it's worth. Now I owe more than that on it. I owe more than that on it. I'm not going to tell you exactly how much more, but I owe more than $24,000 on it. So does it make sense for me to go and to take this vehicle, to trade this in, to get something else? Because anything that I owe more than $24,000 of what the dealer said that they'll give me. I owe the bank more than that. So the bank's not going to say, okay, well, the dealer said they only give you so that much, and that's no. So say, for instance, I'm going to throw a wild number out there to you, okay? This is not exactly how much I owe, but say if I owe $35,000 on it, still paying for it, okay? And the vehicle said, well, say $34,000. If I owe $34,000 and the dealership, which is a Kia dealer, the same dealership that I bought it from, is saying that we're only going to give you $24,000 for it, that leaves me with a $10,000 balance that has to go over onto the next loan that I get on the next vehicle. So that means that if I found another vehicle that costs $50,000, I'm going to have to pay $60,000 for it because you still owe them another $10,000. Does that make sense? Oh, hell no. No, no, because now you're losing. Now I'm losing. We're talking about me. I'm losing. So that's where the song Johnny Taylor wrote, "It's cheaper to keep her," comes in at. It's cheaper to keep her. Okay? For me to get rid of her, it's going to cost, because I was looking at some other stuff. We were looking at the Jeep Cherokees. Okay? Okay? Drove a couple of them. Love them. They are very, very nice. The Jeep, not Jeep Cherokees, I'm sorry, the Jeep Wranglers. Not the Cherokee, the Jeep Wrangler. The Safari event edition, and the unlimited ones, and the ones where the tops and all that, the doors come off. I mean, those things are the coolest things in the world. I drove one of them yesterday. I drove a couple of them, and they are sweet. I love them. I mean, I take that as my daily drive. I'm seriously probably over my F-150, okay, because I love how they maneuver. They're fun to drive, and they're great. So right now, it's cheaper to keep her. Okay, and that's what I mean. We find ourselves, over, over water. I'm not going to say underwater, but over, you know, of what you owe. And if something, if you owe more for something than it's worth, it's best to just go ahead and just keep it for right now. Get it paid down as much as possible. This is where I see it. I'm going to get it paid down as much as possible. I'm going to get it paid down to where it's almost paid off. So therefore, that when I do go into a dealership, just like I did with my F-150, the black F-150 I got, I traded in my 2008 on it. And they gave me more than what the Kelly Blue Book value said it was. And not only that, but I made much more off of it than what I owed on it. Okay, so therefore I came out well because I had enough money to pay the sales tax, and I had a little bit of money left over to do some extra stuff to it. That's how you get a new vehicle. That's how you do it. That's how you work that magic out. You work that out that way, okay? Because when you're under, when you're going under and you owe more than what it's worth, and you take that loan and you push that, you try to get another vehicle, so therefore the money that you owe on that goes over to the other loan. Hey, you're constantly breaking yourself. You're robbing Peter to pay Paul, and you constantly go under deeper and deeper like that. Is it worth it? No. This vehicle has under 20,000 miles on it, so we are going to keep it. And I guarantee you, we're going to keep it. We're going to pay a little bit extra on it. And in a couple of years or so, when it's time to get rid of it, we'll almost have it paid for. But at least we'll have enough paid for it. We'll have enough paid down and off on it where uh, we'll make money off of it selling it instead of losing money. That's my whole point. You don't want to lose the money. You want to make money. And if you sell a vehicle, that's the reason why I tell everybody, I tell you this here, okay? They could not argue with the condition that the vehicle was in. They couldn't argue with it because it's in immaculate condition. Door jams, everything, it's clean, it's well kept, it's running real good. They couldn't argue with that whatsoever. But it's the whole point of the value of what they're saying, because they'll take it, they'll give me 24,000, they'll set it on their lot, and they'll ask 32 for it. So they'll be making money. And the thing about it is, I can try that myself if I like and sell it myself. The vehicle has under 20,000 miles on it, and it's still under the 100,000 mile Kia warranty. It's still under that. So, due to the fact that that's one thing I do like about Kias, the ones we got, like this one here, we got 100,000 mile, we got 100,000 mile or 10-year warranty on it, one or the other, whichever one comes first. So, like I say, Johnny Taylor, you were right. It's cheaper to keep her. So I decided, I'm just going to keep this, and we'll deal with the Jeep the next time. So, hey, y'all, thanks for joining in. Thanks for this little personal, candid conversation. Like I said, I wanted to share some things with you, but there's some things you don't share everything. You don't share, there's some parts of your business that you just got to keep to yourself. My life's not an open book. I don't wear my heart on my sleeve, whatever that means, okay? Because there are some things that I like just keeping private, and there's some things that I can share with you. And hopefully, what I'm telling you, hopefully somebody will pick this up and it can help them. So when they sit up and tell you, oh, well, you owe this much more and than what your vehicle is worth, you hop on the next vehicle, I mean, you're going to be losing. You're paying more for that vehicle than what, if they say that vehicle is $40,000 and you owe $10,000 on other ones. No, now that vehicle is now $50,000. $50,000 plus interest, whatever interest you put on there. And you got to remember something. At interest rates being between 7.9 and 9%, that's when you got good credit. That's when you got good credit. You are still, in the first few years, you don't even touch the principal. You don't even touch it. You're basically just paying on the interest. So, do the math, yourselves. If you don't believe me, please believe me, but check it out for yourself. Hey, I'll see you next time. Please hit those like buttons, hit those subscribe buttons, and notification button. I want to constantly keep bringing you stuff. And like I said, if I can help somebody along the way, then I know that my living has not been in vain. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a wonderful day. God bless, and peace beyond peace.